Yeah, don't be a hater. You're in quarantine. I'm not in fucking quarantine. I'm in eat it up, bitch.
Yo, what's going on, man?
Oh man, it's 3:00 somewhere.
Where you at now? It's 3:00. Look at that beautiful palm tree in the sun and
man,
everything.
It looks like you made it to space with Elon Musk.
Hey, SpaceX. We ain't fucking around.
Oh man, so what's going on, Chris?
Everything is good, man. Everything is fucking awesome. Want to make sure I look good for my people. I know I haven't seen them in a minute.
No, don't worry about it. I hit the filter button all the time for you.
I don't need filter. El natural. Oh man, going by surprise. I thought we were just gonna do the little clip, whatever. But see, this is where I elevate.
It's called two a day. It's called two a day. Why don't you start with it? Why don't you start us? Why don't you get us started? No. I mean the other thing.
Oh, okay. You know what? We think we're speaking in code, Lewis, but I think everybody knows what you mean.
Hit the play button, man. Hit the fucking button. Oh man.
Oh shit. There you go.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Breeze Shooters. We're the show that brings you news, sports, poker, and everything in between.
We love the tweeners.
It's a little rough there. I'm your boy Lou, joined by my good friend Christian Soto.
Yes, sir.
AKA cramming for the finals.
AKA fourth quarter.
So what's going on, brother? What you been up to, man?
Just got off, like I told you, off the birthday weekend vibes. Fortunately for me, I roll into my 4th year anniversary, which is a beautiful thing with my beautiful girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still waiting for her to propose, but
yeah,
if she does it, I'm gonna put an ultimatum.
I feel you on that, man. You know, with this whole woman empowerment thing, they should be
I'm a motherfucking catch. She better lock me down, Lewis.
We call you a great white.
I don't want to be called that in these times. Things are still shaky.
Oh man, yo, I'm fucking burning up because so in between recording, I was like, yo, let me just knock out a couple of pull-ups. So.
Oh God.
Hey Chris, one pull-up for me is like 30 pull-ups for an average guy.
So you did two.
No, I did one, and I said, let me take a break, and I never went back to it.
Nah, it's fucking hot, man. I don't know, it's fucking global warming. It's fucking everybody up. I don't know if it's true, if it's not true. All I know is I'm hot as fuck.
Now, yeah, look, it's funny that you say that because, Johnny, right?
Yeah.
He loves Trump. He loves Trump. So what I do now when I'm home, just fucking around, I'll just shoot a messenger at him. Chris, I forgot what it was. Yo, Chris, it was about 60-something messages that went back and forth. I go, this is why your man sucks. I said, because I said he dropped out of the Paris Agreement, which is like all the nations they made an agreement, a pact that they were like, hey, we're gonna work to we're going to give X amount of money to, to stop, to penalize countries from, emitting green emissions and all that stuff. But the United States, Trump wanted to back out because he goes, it will be a financial hit for the country. And it's a lot of money, but Chris, in long term, it's a great investment because
Yeah,
it's
no, he don't care. He's 74 years old.
Yeah, but
He's,
for our kids,
if I just started the fourth quarter, this nigga's in the 2-minute drill.
No, Chris, he's in quadruple overtime right now. right now, they're about to flip a coin. They're like, yo, fuck the basket.
Yeah, so anyway, sudden death. Next point wins.
Yeah. So I'm there, fuck with him, talking about Trump, and he's going back and forth, and it's just funny. But this whole thing, you really see a different side of people.
They're hating on.
Oh, come around the back.
What are they hating on, Mr. Colton?
I honestly don't understand why they're so upset.
I don't really see why.
And that's my dog's leash.
It's just hanging there, so if you need to fucking pull somebody out,
You never fucking know,
not like it'd be a noose or anything. That's racist.
Yeah, it's really racist.
Oh, 100%.
People are scared. First of all, I almost feel sorry for white people because they're so fucking confused. You see all the things going on now? Netflix has shows that are recommended Black watch movies to be better informed. It's fucking crazy. And Black people don't even know how to fucking feel. Like, what the fuck do we do with this? Do I gotta go to work Monday? Like, what the fuck do we do with this? It's like, it's such a confusing time. It's like, what the fuck do we make of this? But that's the world we live in. And unfortunately, I just hate that everything is dragged into politics. And that's the fucked up thing, because these people really should have best concerns in mind, but it's not like that. It's about winning an election, which is going to be scary too when that goes down.
Yeah, because honestly, Lou, both, unless somebody rises from I don't know where.
Right. I'm not trying to quiet your voices, actually, so I don't want to say that in an improper way. I just haven't had the time to word it in the most elegant way possible. So that's a Stephen move. When Harriet Tubman never actually freed the slaves. She just had the slaves go work for other white people.
Y'all, we leave our
the two options that we have are not good at all. At all.
Well, we as Trump calls him, Sleepy Joe, with Joe Biden, I'm just hoping that he supports himself with a good group, a strong group that could help.
That's the only thing that Sleepy Joe might have for himself, because honestly, I don't like either of them, and it's funny. I was watching an interview with Joe Rogan, and the guy that he spoke to, his name was something Weinstein, I think his name was. I don't want to give me a second real quick, and because I don't want to give the wrong information. But basically, the guy had a great idea. He said what America needs to do to get America out of everything that we're in, and I mean everything from A to Z. I'm talking about all these social injustices, all these wrongs, make them right. The guy suggested get on the same ballot, on the same ticket, get a guy who is center right and a guy who is center left. You follow me so far with the right and the left?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, but guys that share the same views, but they're in different. They're in different parties or whatever. So it was a great idea, and it's basically the guy that he mentioned who would have been a great candidate, and he dropped out of the running because I don't know what some common sense is not so common. Andrew Yang, you know Andrew Yang?
I love Andrew Yang. What happens is though he didn't have enough support to go all the way through. But Andrew Yang, the problem with and I'm not gonna say the problem with Andrew Yang. The problem with most people now, they're not ready for that. It's like for them, it's considered radical or socialist, mindset. But Andrew Yang, I thought it was very refreshing. His ideas, I think his ideas were really good. I think where he lost people is that when he started, he said, "Let's do reparations," where we'll pay back people that are.
See, that's the thing. He's trying to make something right. He's trying to fix a wrong for whatever reason. And the guy that they was talking, his name is Brett Weinstein. I highly recommend that interview. Is very good. The guy's very super knowledgeable. Joe Rogan asks the right question. He gives elaborate answers, and he gives detailed answers. And then he mentioned for the other side, Andrew Yang. Center left, and then for center right, he said this general or this admiral from the military, from the armed forces. He says those two guys, and then what he suggests is one guy runs for president with his running mate, right? With the either or, and then when the 8 years are up, switch it. The guy that was vice president runs for president, and keep the guy that was president as vice president.
Yeah, I don't think you can keep them in office like after they do that.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is that, and another thing also is that we as voters fail. These guys in the House, in Congress, in the Senate, they've been there for 40, 50 years.
You're not going to get changed.
Nothing's gonna change. All they're doing is lining their pockets. That's all they're doing.
Yeah.
And then the laws are the same. Right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're absolutely right. The whole system needs to be revamped, and you're right. I think if there's a silver lining of everything that's going on, it's that even Dave Chappelle said it well.
You want to see a celebrity right now? Do we give a what Ja Rule thinks? Does it matter about celebrity? No. This is the
streets. Young people are out there, and they're voicing their issues with the system and stuff like that. The more we have that behavior, you'll see change. It's gonna
God willing,
take place. Yeah, no, hopefully.
If not for our lifetime, for our kids' lifetime, man, it's ridiculous that the most powerful country in the world. And I think we turn a blind eye to a lot of things, and until it hits home, until something big happens, nobody says nothing.
Well, the problem is that we're in a rat race, so everybody's just putting their head down, and you're just going forward to trying to get to that next bill, that next purchase, and you're not paying attention. And that's how they want the system set up like that, where folks are just too preoccupied. And you're just basically sheep. You're just moving with the herd. That's all it is.
I say that all the time. I say that all the time. I'm not a sheep. I don't have sheep mentality. I dropped out of the rat race a long time ago. Why? Because I see what's going on. And it's just not worth it. Then when you actually decide to put your head up, you're 70 years old.
And it's scary. It's scary when you realize, you're like, what the fuck? Really?
Where did time go?
Yeah. There's so much that we're not aware of, but hopefully in time it will come out where people will be more woke and make better decisions. But moving on to lighter things.
You think I can lead this country, Louis? If I had the opportunity, do you think I'd be a good leader for this country? Let's be honest. Let's just be honest.
I honestly think if Kanye West runs, I think you should be his running mate.
I can't fuck with Kanye.
Why?
He's too out there, Lou. Can't fuck with Ye. He's too out there.
I think you guys balance each other.
No. You can't have two crazy people in the office, man. You gotta have one that's half crazy, another one that's half crazy. Yeah, Kanye could go left at any moment. I need to know your type of crazy. if you're crazy, but I know that where you're going, we're good. But if you're that type of crazy that you shoot left.
Like, I am a god. Everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was. A god.
I can't fuck with that. I can't fuck with that. We got lighter things.
Chris, but that's not fun though. it's not fun to know where the crazy gonna happen. Yo,
I'm trying to rebuild the country,
Lou.
I'm trying to rebuild the country, man. I'm trying to make things right.
Yo, that's everybody gets 50% off on the Yeezys. Everybody. So what's going on? Anything else popping?
Went to the Catskills.
Oh, nice.
No, what's nice is what I did up there, Louis.
What you did up there?
There's these little railroads that you get on like a little
not like Action Park, the sliding carts down the hill. Like what was that?
Yes, but
the Alpine slide, I think it was called.
Yes, but no.
Okay.
These little rail riders are on rails,
Okay.
and then you pedal.
Oh, really?
You pedal along. It's like a 6 mile hike. It's like a 6 mile trail.
Nice.
Beautiful. You got a two seater, a 4-seater, a 6-seater for you and the kid. You and Neris and the kids, Lou. You fucking love it, man. It's beautiful. I don't know about the exercise.
No, Chris. I tried that one time. The worst experience ever. I did the bike. You know the bike rentals that they do down in South Beach, where it's like it's 5 people. So we get on, right? My goal is to get back within that hour. So we get on, and it's on a slight decline. So we're moving. We're moving, Chris. On the way back, everybody just quit. Everybody put their feet up, and I'm fucking pedaling. I'm sweating.
Stop.
And I don't know what the fuck is going on. And I'm just thinking because we're going uphill. I look back. They got their feet up on the fucking thing. They're just relaxing. They're like, Dad, faster, Dad, faster. I say, you
oh, shit. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but you're going to be able to see it. I'll text it to you. Like you said.
What else went on? You guys spent the night, or is it just for the day?
No, we went there for the day. We had fun, and we came back, and
Where you guys
what happened?
Where you guys go to eat?
No, my favorite food, my favorite plate of all times.
I know
is
everything.
It's all you can eat.
The check's on you.
Beef stew.
You like really?
My mom's beef stew is my favorite plate. Beef stew with white rice.
Get out of here.
So 2 years ago for Valentine's Day, she made me a beef stew, and it was banging.
Italian?
Yeah. This year, her beef stew, I said, I'm going to have to call my mother and tell her, Ma, you got to step your game up because Tanya surpassed you. No. She told me, Chris, don't you dare. Tanya said, Chris,
Tanya will be out.
Chris, don't you dare. So I said, listen, at the end of the day, it's my convenience, and I got to tell her to step her game up because, you just knocked it out the park. So, yeah, she cooked for me, and like I said, it was real good. Like I said, with these times, you're very limited in things to do. So, but I had a great. It was a great weekend.
Nice. I never been up to the Catskills. I had that one brief moment in my life that I thought I was going to try to be like the next Mike Tyson. I said maybe I need to go up there and work out in the woods. Never got around to it.
Lou, just so you know, these things, and don't tell these to your kids, because if they find out that you get a little bit of help, they're like you pedal, but at certain points you get like a little electrical help,
like the city bikes and stuff. You get like a little charge.
You get a little, it helps. You get a little bit. A little bit of help, but it's awesome. And so like I saw a group of 6, and you know you're going along the there's like a river, or there's like a waterfront.
Oh, nice.
It's very, very nice. Very highly recommended. And now in these times with social distancing and all this crap, you know, it's a good thing because you're not with people. It's only you and your family. But yeah, what? How did the barbecue go?
No, the barbecue was good, man. I had a really good time. Really good time. I was in the first time going in the pool, man. So that was nice, man.
Good.
Food was good. People was good.
Really? It was the first time in the pool?
But what happened was, we opened the pool. We had like what's called a chlorine block. I never fucking knew this in my life. We had a pool in Staten Island. I never had these issues. But apparently when another chemical gets in the pool, it stops the chlorine from doing its job. The chlorine keeps the water clear and it keeps it clean. So when you have a block, the chlorine is not working. It's just not. So we opened our pool like in June 3rd. So I didn't get to go into 4th of July weekend. But it was nice though. We had a good time. We had a lot of fireworks. It was good. Fucking next morning I came, fucking fireworks all in the pool. I said, these motherfucking animals.
Oh my God. It was Tanya's daughter's birthday. So we took her to the park and small gathering, you know, with the family. And we cut a cake. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. But like I said, with this shit, you can't. I'm not a fan of sitting outside eating anyway. I don't know if you are. Are you a fan of going to a restaurant sitting outside?
It depends if I'm near the water or something nice to look at.
Okay, that I understand. Yeah. But 90 degree weather. And
no,
I'm not saying outside of Fifth Avenue. Fifth Avenue and 44th Street. I'm not sitting outside.
Yo, listen, 40 outside without no shade. That's the only way to do it.
So we went to Shore Road. It was nice. You know, we did a nice setup. It was nice. You know, it's funny about what Craig was saying about the phones, because with all this thing that's going on, and you can't be on, you can't go to restaurants and stuff. It's these times are forcing you to be more social with one another. I know the phone still is a big deal, but you know, now, like, when was the last time you went on a picnic? Because that's basically what it is. You're taking some food, some drinks, and you're going to the park.
When I was up in Sunset Park.
Yo, Lou, I don't like your fucking background, man. The shit is moving. The waves are hitting. I don't like this shit, man.
Christian, you should come to post-production meetings. This is what we do. This is where the budget goes.
I see the things, the power shifting.
Listen, you don't even
at the beginning.
Do you see the guy parasailing right there?
Yeah, that's what. Yes,
that's our cameraman. That's the back angle shot.
At the beginning of this COVID shit, I was the one with the setup. Now I see that shit is shifting, man. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
A lot of time, Chris. A lot of time to play around, man.
Oh my God!
It was funny. So this past weekend, I went. What the fuck did we do? We had I think, was it? Oh, we had a barbecue. We went to a barbecue. Fucking same house where I thought I got sick last time. And the first thing I do, I was looking for the gay guy, making sure he's not there.
Wait. Is it Juice's house? No, it's not Juice's house.
No, it was Juice's house. It was his wife's birthday. It was Slash's birthday. It was his birthday Tuesday, so they were doing like a little get together. But I saw guys I haven't seen in a while. I saw Gabe. I saw Jeremiah. I saw
Cacho. I think Cacho was there too.
Cacho was there. I saw Muggsy. I saw what's his name? Lance from Blend. He was there.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was nice catching up with a lot of guys I haven't seen in years. Forget about it. So it was good. It was good.
Gabe caught it. Gabe caught it at the beginning of this shit.
Yeah, no, I knew that. I kept my distance. I said, hey, this shit could come back, Gabe.
We don't know. We don't know. That's the shit. Yo, Lou, not for nothing, but tell me this shit ain't crazy. These motherfuckers, these experts, this is the crazy shit about this fucking virus that they don't know. You know what I found out the other day? About a few weeks ago, I went to do my antibody test, right? And it came back negative. And I'm like, okay, you know, because it is what it is. I didn't catch it, I guess. All right, no problem. But then I found out that there's a lot of false negatives in the antibody.
That's the scary. Like I told you, I went, I got tested, it came back clear. But even with that, I don't feel 100% because I feel like the guys that are doing it is just in and out because their health is at risk. So they're like, yeah, you know, and it's like, really? But
did you stick yourself or they stuck you?
No, they did it. They did. But everything was in the car. It was urgent care. I drove up. You can't even go inside. You got to call when you're outside. You got to give them all your information. They come out. They're wearing the shield. They got the machine. They got everything. They say lower your window, and from right there, they swab you, and they go. Was it in the nose? And they go in your nose.
Yeah, the nose. And
they swab your mouth, and then.
Oh, they swab your mouth too?
Yeah, they do both, and then within 2 days, you get the results. But you know, with my job, it's like serious with jobs now because if you had symptoms and you're not going to get checked out, there's a waiver at the job that pretty much you're liable. You have to, each day before you start, you got to click this waiver and say, hey, I haven't come in contact with anybody that has it. I haven't tested for it, and I have no symptoms. You got to check those 3 boxes. Now, if you go in and it comes out later that you had it and you affect somebody else, who knows if there's legal issues. So the companies are kind of protecting themselves because you can't even go in. And even upon going in, you have nurses taking your temperature.
The temperature, yeah.
So it's really on you. You have to be honest. You can't, you know.
Exactly. My brother, when he goes to work in Puerto Rico, they scan his forehead, they take his temperature, and I found out that if they know, like, let's just say if I go to Puerto Rico, from New York to Puerto Rico, and he picks me up, if they know that he was in contact with me, even if I don't have it, they'll put him in quarantine. They'll tell him go home for 17 days.
Now, I don't like spreading false rumors, so I don't know how true this is. But I was seeing on social media, my boy George, who lives out in Florida, he was sharing posts where people were outing other people that work in the restaurant business that have tested positive. And these folks were pretty much saying, I know that guy's tested positive and he's serving food. So I could just imagine the craziness that's happening down there. Yo, Chris, they spiked 15,000 in 1 day.
1 day. And it gets crazier. The following day was 12,000. This is in 1 day. And then it went back up to 15 or 16,000. These motherfuckers are not caring.
I think the governor got in trouble because he was telling the media that, hey, don't report all the numbers or something like that. This was a while ago. So I think that's why all these numbers are coming out now because he got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. But it's crazy.
This fucking shit is infested. You know, that's being irresponsible. And especially, like you said, there's a lot of sheep out there. He's being irresponsible. If he's telling these people, no, everything is good, they're gonna go. Florida, Miami's a party town. Florida's a party state.
But even Orlando, Myrtle Beach, all those areas, Tampa, you know, people are just going out. The bars are full.
Russell Westbrook positive, so he's out.
Yo, but you heard what's his name?
Dinwiddie?
No, Stephen A. Smith. He goes, that bubble shit's not going to work for the NBA. He goes, those guys can't go a month without having sex. He goes, they're all going to sneak out and stuff. In Florida, too, all those guys. It's so true. But I bet you those guys, Steve, what the fuck you doing, man? Why you
a dude from one of the teams, they quarantined him for a month because he crossed the bubble to get a food delivery. So they say.
But that's crazy because the food comes into their room.
I don't know what the fuck
was
happened.
watching
I guess
J.R.
I
Smith.
guess this motherfucker probably wanted a Popeye's chicken sandwich or something, man. And he said, "They're not giving me this here."
Yeah, it's crazy. I want to see how that plays out. I want to see if it's successful or not. I mean, my daughter, Saturday, I went, was it Saturday? Sunday, I went, my daughter was playing softball already, and it's weird because, so traditionally in softball, after the game, the two teams line up and they shake it. So they did away with that. When the pitcher's struggling, usually all the infield, they go with the coach and they huddle up with the pitcher. Now the umpire comes out, hey, keep you 6 feet away. So pretty much everybody, it's a huge circle around the pitcher. And they're like, all right, listen, you need to go on the inside. But the other team is fucking hearing everything. It's just so weird. And then all the parents are like fucking 30 feet apart. And it's like, everybody has their mask when they get there, but once they're in the field, everybody takes off their mask. So the girls have a face mask, but they can't play. It was 90 degrees.
Yeah.
How are they gonna play like that? It's uncomfortable.
And by the way, I'm gonna get more information. But the little bit that I've gotten, you gotta be careful when you're exercising with a regular mask on, because you're gonna be breathing in. It could be more damaging to your lungs.
You work your heart, work hard. They even saying don't wear it in the car. Some people have passed out. You know. But I think that's ridiculous if you're doing it in the car and you're by yourself. I see.
Yeah, that's stupid. Yeah, no, that's stupid.
If you have an underlying issue, it's just the fear factor that comes in. You know.
I pass out, but my shit is normally my sugar.
Let me tell you something. You take hostages in my mall, you are making a big mistake. You seriously undermissed? And you seriously underestimated?
Oh no.
You're underestimated.
Sugar intake is low. Trust me, I know that. I seen you on some nights. You fucking away, man.
Oh shit. This is fucking crazy, man. Oh my god.
What's up, man? Anything else? Have you heard from anybody?
I got a funny story, but I wonder how can I say it.
Let it loose. We got 7 minutes. Give it to me.
No, I can't let it. Okay, so
tell the story as is, and like I said, I could always chop it out later.
All right, I'll keep the participants out of it. But
the innocent parties out.
you know, I'm a jack of all trades, though. That I choose not to.
Master of none.
Master of none. That I choose not to really engage in these trades. That's a personal choice. But if push comes to shove, I do what I gotta do.
Mm-hmm.
So, a simple thing, Lou, became a whole mess. It almost fucked up my day, but as you know, I'm in Zen mode, so it only fucked up 12 minutes of my life. I need to bring that down a little bit more, but this is the issue, Lou. I got asked to put a bracket up for a TV.
I've been asked what's going on, and I had a brief fucking conversation with Sophie. She asked me to come up sick one day. That's it. If the whole class knows, we'll be doing well.
And you did it.
Yeah. No, Lou. Once again, just because you don't see me do it, listen, I got a saying, Lou, and I'm going to get a T-shirt, and I'm going to write this on the T-shirt. People don't pay me for what I do. They pay me for what I know. This is. Think about that. Let that marinate, and then we'll circle back to it. So, the young lady tells me.
She must have been desperate.
I need to. Can you put up the bracket? No problem. I put up the bracket. First thing I do, I get stud finders because you need to put these brackets on the studs because the TV that was gonna go up was like a 75-inch. It was a big TV. So I'm putting I find the studs, I mark it, I mark the studs, everything is good, right. All of a sudden, the comments start coming in. Oh, you should let another person that wanted to do it told the young lady, you should let me do it. You sure Chris knows what he's doing? Now I take it personal. Just because you don't see me do things doesn't mean I don't know how to do them. I just choose not to. It's that simple.
What do you use to find the studs?
A stud finder.
All right. No, because there's multiple ways to do it. I use magnets. You put magnets, you go up and down the wall. The nails that are already in the studs, the magnet picks it up, and it'll just stay right on the floor. So you invest maybe $250, $3, you get 2 magnets, and you go.
Yeah, that's the stupid, lazy way to do it, Louis.
It's called the smart way. I bet you that TV's gonna fucking drop any day now. If you're listening to this and that's your 75-inch screen TV, that's just gonna fall right in the middle of your fucking telenovela, and you're gonna be cursing Christian out because he's not even a fucking handyman. He's a handyman's assistant.
Listen, this is so good. It's a stud finder.
That's the fake one they sell on 8th Avenue. That's on your pacemaker.
Listen. And found the stud.
Listen, found the
pacemaker. So this is a small one. I have a more professional one, and the ones I used was the other one. So basically, you run that through the wall, and it'll tell you, it has a little screen, and it tells you what part of the stud you're in. And when it's in the center, it gives you a beep, you're in the center. And you mark it. So, Lou, I know how to do this. I got, you know the setup. I did it in my house. It is what it is. So, oh, no, you sure Chris knows how to do this? Boom. And this was a constant thing.
Chris, you got to call this person out. You got to call.
I can't.
There's a guy.
Right? Donnie and Marie.
Donnie calling you out?
Donnie and Marie.
They had no faith in you.
But you know what it is, Louis? It's
like come on, Donnie, that's funny though, right?
No, so check this out. It doesn't. How much time we got?
We got 3 minutes.
All right. So I'm gonna slide through the installation, the thing. Listen, Lou, and just because they you know how they plant seeds sometimes? They planted a little seed there. So I went the extra mile, even though I had four bolts into those studs. Lou, I'm 300 pounds. I hung up to check it. I said, you know what?
Solid. If you can hang on it, it's solid.
So
and you can feel it when it goes into the meat of the stud. It's so hard to get in. You actually have to sometimes like we call it a ratchet set.
And that's what I did. Yeah. But I said, you know what? I gotta be extra because I gotta prove. So I put 6 more bolts. So in total, 10 bolts.
But that has that many holes?
The planes that went into the World Trade Center that could come into this fucking thing, the fucking TV ain't coming down, man.
Yo, Chris, when she wants to take that shit when she moves, she's like,
no, that's part of the structure of the building. That stays, ma'am.
Hey, do you use a level?
Yeah, of course. Okay. So once again, just because I don't know how to do it. But so before that happened, Donnie and Marie asked, "No, I want to do it. Let me do it. You should do this. Are you sure he doesn't know it?" So guess who I bump into? Donnie and Marie, and their little son. That's it. I'm not gonna say nothing else. So, because the little son has something to say too.
Oh, really? Okay. So you tag team. So
nobody said nothing, and everything's cool, and I wait. Lou, I'm an opportunist. You know me. So I wait till you open the window. When you open the window, I stick my whole fucking head in there, and it's a wrap. So Donnie goes, out of left field. We're not even talking about brackets or nothing. Donnie goes, you know what? They say I'm when you don't mind your own business. Excuse me? Entrometido. They treated me like an entrometido, but all I wanted to do is this. I said, you know what? I'm glad you said something. Is that it's not that you entrometido, it's that you are consistent. If they told you no, no. What do you think? That I don't know how to do it? Really? I've been a resident manager for over 20 years.
A building engineer.
A building engineer. You think I don't know? No, but it's not that. This is the problem. You continue and it'll piss anybody off. You don't piss me off because at the end of the day, I don't care. I'm going to go home. I'm going to eat a nice meal and I'm going to go to sleep and I'll sleep like a baby because your opinion, wolves don't worry about the opinion of sheep. That's just the way I am. So, Lou, Donnie's face. Donnie's face. You know, he has like a lot of hair.
I never seen him.
Oh, if you gotta see him. You gotta see him. This guy's a character. But nothing. That was basically it. And I needed to get that out of my chest because even though it happened a couple of weeks ago,
It still bothers you. It still bothers
you. You know when you in a park bench and the little splinter gets in there, and then you took out but there's still a little one in there. Yeah. I just took out the little one. I just told you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for another episode of Breeze Shooters. And with that being said, take care. God bless. Stay safe.